Are you unknowingly sabotaging your own happiness? In this video, we'll uncover 6 common habits that might be holding you back from true peace and joy, along with simple, powerful Buddhist-inspired wisdom to help you break free. Habit 1. Comparing yourself to others. Trying to be better than other people is one of the worst habits that can make us unhappy. People have done this since the beginning of time, but social media makes it worse now because we see bits and pieces of other people's lives all the time. Comparing things leads to feelings of envy, nervousness, and self-doubt, which is not good. When we look at other people's accomplishments, money, looks, or relationships, we feel like we're missing something. Compare, compare, compare. It takes away our joy. Buddhism tells us that everyone has their own road to follow. There is no way to compare 2 lives because each person is unique. In Buddhism, samsara refers to the never-ending circle of suffering. One of the main reasons for this suffering is our attachment to things other than ourselves, like how we compare to others. When we compare everything to everyone else, we lose sight of our own journey and put too much weight on what other people think of us. Buddhism tells us to be happy with what we have and accept what others say instead of judging. Buddha taught that we can't find happiness by comparing ourselves to other people. By stopping comparison, we free ourselves from pain that isn't necessary. We learn to value our own growth, our own skills, and the way we are going through life. We can let go of the need to compare by focusing on ourselves and being thankful for what we have. Mindfulness can help you break this habit by helping you see when you are comparing yourself to other people. Remember that everyone is on their own path and that how you compare to others doesn't change how valuable you are. Enjoy your wins, no matter how small they may seem, and have faith that you are exactly where you need to be right now. Habit 2. Talking badly to yourself. Negative self-talk is another habit that makes you unhappy. This is the voice inside our heads that judges, attacks, and puts us down all the time. It tells us we're not smart enough, good enough, or deserving of love and fame. This bad talk to ourselves can be very harmful because it changes how we see ourselves and the world. If we keep telling ourselves that we're not good enough, we start to believe it. This has an impact on all parts of our lives, from our relationships to our careers to our health. Buddhism shows us how strong our thoughts can be. God told us, what we think, we become. In other words, our thoughts can change the way things are in our lives. When we talk badly to ourselves, we are basically making something bad happen in our lives. But if we can change the way we think to be more kind, compassionate, and accepting of ourselves, we can make our lives happier and more wonderful. Being aware of your bad self-talk is the first thing that you need to do to stop it. The majority of the time, we don't even know we're having this inner dialogue. Mindfulness, on the other hand, helps us notice our thoughts without judging them. We can kindly question our negative self-talk when we catch it. Is this thought true? Does it help? Most of the time, being mean to yourself is caused by fear and nervousness, not by telling yourself lies. Practice being kind and compassionate to yourself instead of putting yourself down. Take care of yourself like you would a close friend. Say positive things to yourself and tell yourself of how valuable you are to replace negative thoughts. This habit will change how you see yourself over time, making you happier and more at peace. Habit 3. Procrastination. A lot of us have trouble with putting things off, and it can cause stress, worry, and unhappiness. We put things off that we know we need to do because they are too much, too boring, or too hard. Putting things off may feel good at the time, but it causes more problems in the long run. We feel overwhelmed and bad about ourselves when we have too many things to do and tasks coming up. Right effort is a key idea in Buddhism for having a balanced and peaceful life. The Noble Eightfold Path has a step called right effort. This means making an effort to develop good habits and actions, and stay away from bad ones. Putting things off is the opposite of right effort, because it's a way to avoid doing something. We avoid taking responsibility and being in the present moment when we put things off. Buddha also talked about how things change over time. Life is always changing, and time is one of the most important things we have. We don't respect how valuable time is and the chances we have in every moment when we put things off. We slow down our own growth and stop ourselves from living life to the fullest. Start breaking the habit of putting things off by making small goals that you can reach. A lot of the time, we put things off because they seem too big or scary. We can handle them better and feel less overwhelmed by breaking them up into smaller steps. Pay attention to the job at hand and be mindful. Remind yourself that by doing something now, you are getting closer to your goals and will have less stress in the future. Celebrate every little win along the way. Eventually, you'll gain speed and feel more in charge of your life. Habit 4. Holding grudges. Another bad habit that makes people unhappy is holding grudges. We should expect to feel hurt or angry when someone hurts us. But if we hold on to our anger and hatred for too long, it starts to take over our lives. A grudge is like a heavy weight that we take around with us. It keeps us from being happy and at peace. We may not even be aware of how we feel about the person we are mad at, but we keep hurting because we can't let go. Buddhist lessons stress how important it is to forgive and let go of anger. The Buddha said that being angry is like hanging on to a hot coal, so you can throw it at someone else. It only hurts us. We are the ones who suffer when we hold grudges. The other person may have moved on with their life, but we are still angry and upset with each other. Giving up a grudge doesn't mean you agree with what the other person did or forget what happened. It just means letting go of the mental weight that is holding us back. We give ourselves a gift when we forgive ourselves. We can move on with our lives and feel at peace because of it. To let go of an anger, you must first recognize how you feel. It's okay to be upset or angry, but know that hanging on to these emotions will only make you hurt more. Have kindness for both the other person and yourself. Try to look at things in a bigger picture, and remember that everyone makes mistakes. It's not about them when you let go of a grudge. It's about ending your pain. Forgiving someone will make you feel lighter and more at peace, because you won't be bringing around the weight of anger. Habit 5. Not being thankful. One of the most powerful feelings we can develop is gratitude, but a lot of us find it hard to do it regularly. We feel unhappy and dissatisfied when we think about what we don't have instead of what we do have. We can't enjoy the good things in our lives if we keep thinking about the bad things, what's missing, what's wrong, and what we want but don't have. Buddhist lessons stress how important it is to enjoy the little things in life and be in the present moment. Buddha taught that true happiness comes from being at peace with yourself and happy, not from having things or having good luck in other people's lives. Being grateful changes our focus from lack to wealth, which helps us find inner peace. We start to see the beauty in the everyday when we practice thanks. We enjoy the little things that make life better, like a warm cup of tea, a nice word from a friend, and the sun on our faces. It may not seem important at the time, but these little things are what make life worth living. Being thankful also helps us see how much help and kindness we get from other people, which makes our relationships stronger and our sense of connection stronger. Make a daily practice of being thankful to break the habit of not being thankful. Every day, take a moment to think about what you're thankful for. You can find it in something as easy as a roof over your head or as deep as the love of your family. You can write these things down in a notebook or just keep them in your heart. Your view will change over time, and you'll start to see more and more things in your life that you are thankful for. Habit 6. Not balancing work and life well. The world we live in moves quickly, and it's easy to lose track of your work-life balance. There are a lot of us who are always juggling work, family, and personal duties, and we often feel tired and stressed. We ignore other important parts of our lives, like our relationships, our health, and our own growth, when we spend too much time and energy on work. This mismatch makes people stressed, tired, and unhappy. Buddhism teaches that having a healthy life is very important. The Buddha stressed the middle way, which is a way of balance and moderation. Finding balance between work, rest, and play is what this means. Don't go too far in any area of your life. A healthy life makes it easier to deal with problems and enjoy the here and now. To get a better work-life balance, start by making it clear when your personal time ends and your work time begins. Spending time with loved ones, doing a sport, or just taking a break and recharging should all be things that you make time for. Don't forget that rest is not a treat, it's important for your health. Be aware all day, whether you're working or just relaxing, and give your full attention to whatever you're doing. You can be your best self in every part of your life if you have a healthy life. You'll be happier, more at peace, and better able to deal with the problems that come up in life. You are taking a big step toward a better, more peaceful life by putting balance first. Happiness is something we choose and work on by changing the way we think, act, and maintain our habits. Comparing ourselves to others, negative self-talk, putting things off, keeping grudges, not being thankful, and not having a good work-life balance are all common bad habits that make people unhappy. But we can start to feel more peace, joy, and happiness in our lives by becoming aware of these habits and making a conscious effort to change them. Buddhism teaches us timeless lessons that can help us on this path. These bad habits can be broken by adopting balance, kindness, gratitude, and mindfulness. This will lead to a happy and peaceful life. Never forget that you have the power to change your life. Your thoughts and habits are the first things that can make a difference.